They went to sleep. I'm talking about tap. Hold on. I'm just gonna listen to the music till I tighten up. Our Father, we ever so holy, is your name, Our Father, we bless your holy name. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We gon' give you praise. I supposed to came here a long time ago. I went to sleep. You hear me? Outside. More gonna come in. I was gonna talk about. So holy is your name, our Father, ever. So holy is your name, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Bless your holy name, hallelujah, hallelujah. We gon' give you. Hey, I was supposed to came in here last night. Earlier today, around 2. Sit up and go to sleep. Just woke up. I just woke up, man. I supposed to talk to y'all a long time ago. But I just want y'all to come in real quick. To show y'all, we're going to talk about these contracts. The reason I say we're going to talk about these contracts is because everybody, like I said from the beginning, like I've been saying for the past days, all your contracts are you promising to pay somebody a certain amount of money at a specific some certain time. And by you doing so, you just don't understand that the very contract that you signed, the very contract that was created to create the debt was also your credit. But it's the lack of enforcement to these contracts. It's the lack of knowledge as to how these contracts shall be enforced that causes all of this disruption between us. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a definition from Black's Law. And if you read simply, it states a promissory agreement, a contract, a promissory agreement between two or more persons that creates, modifies, or destroys a legal relation. And it gives you the and to give you the case law where you can find it. Okay? Now, as I told all y'all a long time ago, day before yesterday, what you're supposed to be doing is actually returning these contracts to sender. There's no sense in you holding on to the debt. There's no sense in you holding on to your credit. It's just like if you want to buy something from the store, you don't hold on to the money that it takes to pay them. You surrender the cash. All right. Now, if you understood what your contracts actually were, you understood your contracts for promissory notes. If you understood the dollar bill was actually a promissory note, then all of these things would actually be more prevalent for you to understand. Now, give me just a second real quick. As I said, all we gotta do is pay attention to the language. You know? If we pay attention to the language, I don't write the law. I don't make it up. I just read it. You know what I'm saying? And it says it plain as day. You know what I'm saying? As I said, go look at your contract. All your contracts tell y'all that it's a promissory note. You're promising to pay somebody on that contract. Now, I would say, well, what's more confusing or so confusing to you all is that's the issue right there. Y'all don't know how to sign these documents because you don't understand banking. If we understood banking, if we understood how to sign our documents like we read yesterday, if Igor only signs his name, then who's liable? If you're trying to put the liability on somebody else, Wendell Burns, if you're trying to put it on somebody else without recourse, then you got to learn how to pay to the order of somebody. You know, we got to learn how to stop doing what's called blank endorsements. As you can see, the blank endorsement is simply just writing your name. A special endorsement is paying it to the order of somebody. And then you qualify that endorsement without recourse on your end. But ain't nobody ever told you to turn your contract over and sign it like that. Ain't nobody ever told you to turn your contract over just like your check. Nobody ever told you that these things were money. So nobody ever showed you to turn that motherfucker over and put pay to the order of for deposit on it. By such and such name without recourse. Simple. We always have an extra person with us. As I showed y'all yesterday, your social security is what is called your artificial person. Alright? Your artificial person is your juridic person, your legal person. You don't exist in their legal world. In their legal world, you are what's called civilly mortuus. You are dead. Dead in the eyes of the law. That's what black is. That's why we don't claim to be excuse me, black people. That's why we find no use in black power. That's a double negative. There is no power in black at all. And you have to go beyond the concepts of colorable labels. You have to go beyond the concept of skin deep. I am not black. There's nothing about me black. We can't even hint at it. We can't somewhat say it. I'm not black. I am a brown, indigenous, American, aboriginal man. I belong to this soil. You know? You say, oh God, Soviet nonsense. I don't understand any of that. But anyways, though, your contracts from the beginning, once again, and we'll start it over. Hold on, just a second. Once again, you understand the definition of a contract. All you have to do is understand what these objects are. And if you understand what these objects are, all shall be well. I mean, let's do this. Let's do this. We've already been down this road, right? The definition of a note is an unconditional promise to pay, right? So if a promissory note or a note, I'm sorry, is an unconditional promise to pay, then that means hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something like that. Okay. So then we understand Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System for the purpose of making advances to Federal Reserve banks through the Federal Reserve agents as hereinafter set forth and for no other purposes are authorized. The said notes shall be obligations of the United States and shall be receivable by all national and member banks and Federal Reserve banks, and for all taxes, customs, and other public dues. They shall be redeemed in lawful money on demand at the Treasury Department of the United States in the city of Washington in the District of Columbia or at any Federal Reserve Bank. So it was as I was showing y'all yesterday. You dig? And we just follow them folks, man. They telling you the whole story, G. So they telling you I can take their dollar bill and redeem it in some lawful money. That should confuse you. That should make you feel like, how the hell can I take this dollar bill to a Federal Reserve? I mean, and then it tell you which specific Federal Reserve. That seal, that number, that letter right there, it's 12 districts. Just like in the Hunger Games, it's 12 districts that the Federal Reserve banks reside in. And they all are identified by a letter. G is Chicago, H is St. Louis, A is Boston. Look on the back of your Social Security card and you will damn sure figure out which Federal Reserve Bank issued you your Social Security promise. That's where your credit comes from. That's where your inheritance of gold is being stored at. You know what I'm saying? When I keep telling y'all we trust fund babies, I mean it, but we got to understand how to comprehend this law. Your Social Security person was never meant to own anything. Your Social Security person was never meant to be anything other than a vessel or transmitting utility. That's all that it was supposed to be. They telling you on the dollar bill, this note, this promise to pay. Look up any dictionary, any banking dictionary, any dictionary that's lawful and legal, and look up the word note. We're not talking about the notes you passed in class. We're talking about these notes you passed for gas. We're talking about these notes you passed for food, shelter. These notes that you believe in, you circulate these motherfuckers right here. You know what I'm saying? You allow the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston to print these notes, and the value of these notes is always declared upon with these serial numbers. Have you ever witnessed somebody selling dollar bills, certain dollar bills from certain time back ago? Like 1900s, might even got some dollar bills from the 80s, this and that, the third. But nonetheless, why would they sell you a dollar bill or certain dollars of bills at a certain sum total value? $300, $500, $600. Why would somebody buy a dollar bill when it's just a dollar bill? Because you can take it to the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, or if you look on the other side of the dollar bill, you can take that same dollar bill to the Treasury and have it redeemed just like they told you in U.S. Code 411, Title 12. You understand? That's what you're supposed to be doing. All your securities, all of our securities. I'm going to show you again. Hold up. All of our debts, all of our debts, return obligation or other security of the United States includes all bonds, certificates of indebtedness. I'm going to show you something. National bank currency, Federal Reserve notes, the dollar bill we just seen, Federal Reserve bank notes, coupons, United States notes, Treasury notes, gold certificates, silver certificates, fractional notes, certificates of deposit, CDs, bills. Y'all receive them motherfuckers in the mail every motherfucking month. Bills. That's the obligation or other security of the United States. And they already showed you where to send your securities, their obligations. Okay? You don't use gold and silver no more. You use securities. You use your social security. Right? And you can't take gold and silver to a bank and tell them let me get a loan of such and such thousands of dollars. You don't even know how much it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Checks or other drafts for money drawn by or upon authorized officers of the United States, stamps, and other representatives of value, All right, you ever heard of a traveler's check? If we understand the mode of travel, if we understood that this is all based on our promises anyway, that means your straw man person should be making a promise to pay somebody, and where they can draw from that promise, where they can redeem that promise, should be the United States Treasury. Let me give you an example. Two things you need to come and equip with. You need to get you a receipt book, okay? And your receipt book, you need to express who you've been paying, who you've been leaving contracts with. These need to be attached to everything you got going on. Not only that, gift certificate. Why not give your shit to the United States Treasury? It needs to be redeemed at the Treasury. You did? Now, y'all would think I'm crazy. I said this man just went on the internet and looked up some stuff and saying we can do this and we can do that. I ain't saying you can do it, goddamn. I don't know what you can do. I'm just trying to help you understand the realm that you're operating in, beloved. That's truly my entire goal. I don't want to take anything from you. I just want you to see clearly, you know? I want you to know who you are. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know what status you've been placed in. You gotta understand what we out here doing, G. This game that's actually being played, beloved. You know? Hold on, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. An instrument. And if you go in there and click on the instrument is a document, a title. An instrument is issued or transferred for value if the instrument is issued or transferred for a promise of performance to the extent that the promise has been performed. Hello, if they ask where you get that from, tell them to ask Walmart where they get this. Same thing, they printing this joint at the office, gang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better realize they printing this stuff at the office. You better get you a post office and start printing from your office. It's private funds, beloved. I mean, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to spook. I'm just being real. G, what is a dollar bill? What is that? What is that instrument they sending you in the mail? Why they tell you to send the bottom portion of that motherfucker back with your payment? Huh? You go to the store, like I told you, you take $5 to the store and you ask them for a money order. They're gonna charge you a service fee and then they're gonna convert that $5 bill into a $5 unit of paper. You're gonna take that $5 unit of paper and then you're gonna go and take it to somebody else who's gonna convert that for whatever it is. I mean, I don't understand. It's all paper, beloved. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, and I'm literally walking y'all down this shit, brother. When you go into the dealership, you and your social security person walk up in there. You know what I'm saying? And you and your social security is the first party. Y'all the first individual to this motherfucker. That's why you file an individual tax return. You understand? You file a 1040, you're an investor, beloved. You actually need to stop filing 1040s and you need to file a 1041. You need to get into your estate and trust bag. You understand? You are the primary investor, primary creditor. You are the beneficiary, the benefactor, the grantor. This is all about you. All them cars at that lot just sitting there. They just sitting there waiting on you. I mean, I'm just being real with you, on it. You know, ain't none of them. All them cars on the lot become liability after 6 months. All them houses on the corner that ain't. All them cars, all them houses. You doing more than welcome. You got them on the leash. Say, gang, I'm trying to let them loose, man. Please, just understand the game. You feel me? The instrument is issued to transfer as payment or as security for an entity to claim against any person, whether or not the claim is due. They telling you why you. So what's the first step? So where's the first step? The UCC one. The first step is here. This is the first step, beloved. You know what I'm saying? This is the first step. You got to secure this world first. Once you secure this world, then you're going to secure your body. You know what I'm saying? And in the securing of your body, you secure your peace. You secure your wealth. You secure your health. You secure yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn the law. I'm sorry. Of course, you got to learn the law. But I would say the first steps, beloved, is learning the language. If you learn the language, if you understand with value, consideration, I'm sure you one more time. Yes, I do understand that too. But do I get my birth certificate authenticated? Shout it. You can get your birth certificate authenticated, but do you understand what you're doing with that document? Do you understand what an authentication is? Do you understand the difference between authentication and an apostille? If you're gonna be doing an authentication, that means you're gonna be doing business outside. That means Puerto Rico or something like that. That's international. You ain't doing business inside of the Hague. But then if you get it apostille, I mean you're doing business inside of the corporation. I mean you might have a court case or something. You want to go and get that away. These are port documents. You know what I'm saying? These are travel documents. Every courthouse is a dry dock ship. It's a boat. You know what I'm saying? And you board that boat. Usually you board that boat with no constructive bond. That's why they got a bid bond, a performance bond, and an acceptance bonds already waiting for you. The GSA bonds. That's why it costs to go to court. It costs to go to court because they don't know if your vessel going crash into somebody else's vessel. You know what I'm saying? She said, thank you. Absolutely, beloved. Hold on. I want to show y'all something, though. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Value. Except as otherwise provided in Articles 3, 4, and 5, and they talking about of the UCC. The UCC is the Uniform Commercial Code. This is what governs commerce, beloved. You know what I'm saying? A person gives value for rights if the person acquires them in return for a binding commitment to extend credit or the extension of immediately available credit, whether or not drawn upon or whether or not a chargeback is provided for the event of difficulties in collection. So if we want to put you in full possession of your documents, you need to be endorsing them up on the front. You're going to sign your name, of course. But on the back, you need to turn that document over and say for collection only, because you're sending this to a bank. All your applications for credit, everything, you're sending these joints to a bank. You feel me? Are those two governed by Article 8? Are those two governed by Article 8? Article 8 and 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code governs secured transactions. Articles 3 and 4 govern what are called uh, negotiable instruments, sales and leases, transfers, so on and so forth. So if you're looking into securities, if you operating in your trust in the state bag, that'll be you operating out of Article 8 and 9. If you operating as a consumer, you understand the natural person perspective, then that'll be you operating out of Articles 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? You're using your negotiable instruments. You understand that your contracts are promissory notes. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. That's what we started. That's what I started it all out with. If we understand the definition of these words, a contract, beloved. So look, I showed you. Your dollar bill is a promissory note. It said on the face of that joint, this note is legal tender for all debts, private and public. You understand? So the contract that you signed, are you not promising to pay them a certain amount of money? Is it not promised at a certain sum time? These are your contracts are your negotiable instruments, beloved. Look at the definition. Contract. A promissory note. A promissory agreement. Your purchase agreement is a promissory note. As I say, just go listen to the videos on my page, beloved. The bank literally would tell you, call Navy Federal. I got them recorded. I record all calls for my quality and assurance. Just in case I got to hold you up or I need to inform the public of some valuable information, education, and entertainment. Because that's all that this world is acts. It's a stage, and I'm just providing y'all with some delicate, profitable information. But if you want to pay your bill, shout it like they telling you when they send that positive note. We all learned in school, huh? If I loan you $50, you in the hole with me 50, huh? And it's not until you pay that 50 up or you pay your balance up that you know what I'm saying, you still owe me and whatnot. So so if you pay me $25, you're gonna be in the hole negative 25. The next week I'm gonna send you a reminder or a due bill that shows, hey, you're in a negative credit with me. You're in a debt with me. You need to balance yourself out. You send me an extra $35. Okay? When you send me that $35, when you send me that $35, I add the 25. I add the 25 that puts you at zero, but then I have to give you a $10 credit. Now I owe you. Go look at every single bill that you've ever received. A lot of y'all are doing this paperless bill stuff, man. You giving them your money. They sending you your coupon and interest statements. You know what I'm saying? That means you funded the account. Your social security is paying you, beloved. You gave them your credit card number. That's what we went over yesterday. What's the credit card? You know? Hold on, I'm finna show you. Hold on. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm finna show you exactly what I'm talking about, beloved. Or do you want to do this? I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we continue on forward. I wonder if I sign this one. We got to learn about signing instruments for accommodation. Article 3 of the UCC. You know, as I say, all your documents, all of it, this is monopoly. It's all monopoly. So let's do a scenario. Get out, get out. Let's do a scenario, right? All right. So in this scenario, we walk into a dealership, even the lease. Articles 3 and 4 govern leases. All right. You walk in with your social security person. If an instrument is issued for value or for the benefit of a party, or the benefit of a party to the instrument, which is the accommodated party, that'll be you, and another party to the instrument, the accommodation party, signs the instrument for the purpose of incurring liability on the instrument without being the direct beneficiary of the value given on the instrument. The instrument is signed for the accommodation, which is the accommodation party. All right. Now, as I said, if you do not understand this world that you're in, you should not be signing contracts. You should not be trying to find you a place to stay. You need to stay at your mama house where it's safe. You understand? Because you're getting out here into this world of banking and you don't understand security. You don't understand negotiable instruments. You don't understand this monopoly money that you're using. Okay? Hold on. Hold on, just a second. I want to show y'all exactly what I'm trying to get y'all to see. One more time. One more time. The term credit card means any card, plate, coupon, book, or other credit devices listed for the purposes of going to get a loan, for the purposes of obtaining property, like going to get a home, for the purposes of obtaining labor, like going to get a job, or services on credit. You have to give these people your social security number, folks. Nobody ever told you or taught you that your social security is actually a credit card. You just don't swipe it. If you go into the Code of Federal Regulations, Title 31, it's not called a credit card. They actually tell you substitute the word credit card for the word access device. Hmm. Let me see. This is according satisfaction. If you start understanding that it's you and your social security person walking into that joint, you coming to do something for him to receive the benefit of it. Every time. Your social security person can't live in the house, it just acquired it for you. Your social security person can't drive the car, it just acquired it for you. You know what I'm saying? The problem is you think you all of these names. You're confining yourself to a name without understanding that a name is a title, a memorial. It's just what you're known by. It's not actually you. It's like your AKA, your BKA, also known as, better known as. It's just a description of self. It's not actually you. You know? I want to show y'all trust fund babies. All right. Now this comes from the Social Security Administration. I'm gonna read it to y'all. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna read it to y'all in just a second. But check out. Go crazy. I'm gonna show you a trust fund, baby. I don't be lying to you. All right. Straw man is not us, the living soul. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got to break that code. All right. So It says in the 1939 amendments, and this comes from the Social Security Administration, as you can see at the bottom, SSA.gov. You can type in Social Security Trust Fund. It'll pop right up, all that information. What's the best place to put information from a black person? All right, we're gonna ride out. The 1939 amendments brought other changes to the reserve account, more to clarify the existing arrangement than to modify it, because it came out in 1935, the Social Security Act. Those changes, and thank you, Code Breaker. Those changes were recommended by the 1938 Social Security Advisory Council, which had proposed that the reserve account be made more specifically a trust fund. I don't make this shit up, right? With designated trustees acting on behalf of the prospective beneficiaries of the program. That'll be you. The trust fund should be dedicated exclusively to the payment of the benefits provided under the program and, in limited part, to the costs necessary to the administration of the program. You can find this in the Social Security Administration SSA NDA non-disclosure agreement. Following those recommendations, Congress converted. They sold it. They changed it into something else. Congress converted the Old Age Reserve account into the Old Age Survivors Insurance Trust Fund and established a board of trustees whose primary task was to hold the trust fund. They know it's not theirs. They know your credit. They know your energy. They know you are not theirs. But as long as you're incompetent, they're going to keep using and investing in your ass. They're going to keep spinning you around in this here labor. They're going to keep you in this confusion that your parents apparently want you in. They're going to keep you in what I want to take you out of. I want you to see. And the reason they are guardians, brothers, would you give your child $1 million? Let's just be real. And the reason they would be considered our guardians is because in the preamble it says we the people. We the people is the ones who set up the governmental organization. You have the republic, that's the that's the public backing this. You have the public or you have the democracy. The democracy is going to be the corporation. We set up a system that if the people were too stupid to handle the corporate matters, we'd just give it over to the business. Same entity, a different side of it. That's what this debate is about. Either the corporate is going to run it and the corporate is going to rape you, or the republic's going to run it and the people are going to stand up for righteousness. But there's wickedness within the republic, like there's wickedness within the corporation. And that's only because we, the people, will not stand up and do what we're supposed to do. We won't actually read, beloved. We're too irresponsible as a people. Totally agree with you. The national debt rate is not because of the government printing money out, folks. The national debt rate is because of the incompetence of us. We don't know how to use our credit. So let's keep reading, because this is all information to you all. Okay. It says the amendments clarified that administrative code costs as well as benefits were to be paid out of the reserves, out of your reserve. The arrangement continues today with a very little change, other than the addition in the 1957 of the Disability Insurance Trust Fund. You got more than one trust? Oh man. Okay. With the same trustees and investment rules as the OISC. Come here. Okay. I don't even want to read this one no more. Y'all see y'all the trust fund, baby, right there. We're gonna move past that one. I want to show you the next slide. I want to show you this one right here. And we already read this before. You did? But I want y'all to understand what they're doing, how they're doing this. When you see in the movie, I'm a taxpayer. I pay for roads. I pay for da. What that means is that for one, you balance your books, and two, you know that you are the reason that these roads are sufficing. How can we access our trust? You access it every time you use your Social Security, beloved. You access your trust every single time you use your Social Security, beloved. You actually give somebody authorization to use your trust every single time, beloved. You did. You just don't know how to read. And I don't mean that in any disrespect, but literally, and they know we don't know how to read. We don't know how to read in between the lines. We don't understand ambiguity. We don't understand proper syntax grammar. We don't understand the function of sentences and prepositional phrases. You know, okay. So it says the Social Security Act provides that the funds from this is the next page over from the last one that we were just reading. This is coming from the Social Security.gov too. Same motherfuckers. I don't cheat. You hear me? The Social Security Act. Oh, and I'm sorry if y'all would like to sign up for my classes or my courses. I didn't fix it. Click on my profile, and you can click the link to my job form, and then it'll take you exactly to what I got going on. Because y'all are new to what I got going on and all of this, I extended submission as well as the early bird special to next week. All right. If you bring people to the class with you and they sign up, that's a discount on your behalf. After 3 people, the class is free to yourself. So we're all investors. Learn how to work your magic. Learn how to brand yourself. Learn how to give credit, value, and praise where it is due. All right. But I'm just giving y'all overviews of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to teach y'all how to do forms right here. That's private information that I can't put up here. That'd be a foolish question of you to ask me to do that. That's like showing you my bank account. It ain't happening. All right. So plus we can both claim what we spend on each other. We're actually supposed to be writing promissory notes back and forth to each other. We're supposed to be in contract with each other. We're supposed to trust and love each other as much as we do this government who pass out the promissory notes that you can redeem at a Federal Reserve or a Treasury. We supposed to be operating within each other, trusting each other, loving each other, and then report that transaction on the 1099 miscellaneous statement, or you will report the bank account on the 1099A, or you will report the barter and exchange on the 1099B, or you will report the third party transactions like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. You report that on the 1099K. I love y'all. So let's ride. It says the Social Security Act provides that the funds are maintained on the books of the Treasury. They're your bookkeepers, they're the bookie. All right. The Treasury manages the Social Security accounts in much the same way that a bank manages a checking account. Hold on. I thought Social Security is the one who issued you your credit cards. They are. However, remember they said that they got other trustees to manage this. So the Social Security Administration gave power of attorney over to the Treasury. Bro, I've been on game. I'm glad to see what's on the side. Man, look, man, this stuff here, you heard me? And then they done fucked up and let us get on the internet and talk like this. Because usually this stuff used to be private circle information. I'm not revealing no banking secrets. I'm just telling y'all how the game works, how this game moves. You know what I'm saying? And then these comments, I appreciate y'all giving what I'm speaking credit, giving it value. You're giving it value. You're giving me truth. You're giving me praise. I appreciate y'all. Let's get back to it. All right. It says accurate accounts are kept of the cash deposits and the occurring interest, cash plus interest. Withdrawals are allowed whenever needed. One more time. Cash withdrawals are allowed whenever needed. Cash withdrawals are allowed whenever needed. Cash withdrawals are allowed whenever needed. Somebody say how you access your trust. You use your Social Security. Who manages your Social Security account? Your account is managed on the books of the Treasury, beloved. You understand? Hold me down now. All right. So it say, and in the meantime, the bank can put the cash to other uses. You're buying the school roads. You're the reason these libraries are present. You're the purpose. They use while you sitting here on this damn call with me trying to figure out how to pay your bills. They paying theirs using your stuff. I heard people getting locked up from doing it wrong, and you don't need anything before that. All you need is competence, beloved. The reason people are going to jail is because of their intentions. Who understands your intentions? Equity does not support the form. Equity supports the intent. If we can't understand your intent because you don't know what you're saying, you don't know what you're doing. If we can't understand your intent, then you could be trying to commit fraud. It could be the intent to commit fraud, the intent to swindle, the intent to bezel, the intent to the intent. All these people are going to jail for their intentions. It starts with conception. The intentions within the conception have to be pure. How many of y'all can say y'all mama done made y'all out of love and not out of a one night, not out of pleasure? I'll leave that up to you. Same thing with your children. Okay, that's a deposit. The man, he makes a deposit inside of her sperm bank. She's a depository. As a depository, she's going to give him a return in 9 to 10 months at a maturity date. Your first great reset was the day you were born. You're not the age you say you are. The age you are is the day you were conceived. And all of us know when you had your child. You know the day. I know the date that I have all my children. I have them recorded, the nights we had sex. And I know it was those nights because I can calculate the date. You understand? So you have a conception date, you have an earth date. That's what that's called. That's what that is. Because you were conscious the day you came out of your father. If y'all wouldn't mind, please give the live a share. You understand? Please. But you came out of your father conscious. You know how I know you came out of your father conscious? Because out of the 7,777,777,777,777 cells that came out of your father, you're the one that's here. You're the one that made it. You're the one that knew you needed to get to the egg. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, every day is a new year. Yesterday was last year. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm just talking to you. All right? So let's keep reading. Because this is how you access your treasury account. This is how you access your trust. You already got possession of the credit card. You use it every time. You know what I'm saying? It say, thus the treasury uses procedures that fully and accurately account for the cash from from trust fund tax income deposited with the treasury and the interest that occurs on those deposits. Until the invested amount are needed to pay benefits, the cash is intermingled with the treasury's cash operations for the rest of the government. So until you make claim of your money, they just spend that shit somewhere else. We're gonna put this over here. We're gonna do this with it. He ain't gonna ask for it until the end of the year. He not competent to come to me every quarter. Where am I reading this from? I went to the Social Security Administration right there, and I've typed in trust fund in their search box, and this is where I arrived. But let's say the size of the accumulated reserves is tracked by special treasury securities. Don't you use your social security account? Every time you use a social security account, you create what's called a book entry security. Understand? A book entry security is a security that is no longer in paper form, but has now registered itself and ownership in electronic. Go ask your bank to return to you the original promissory note that you deposited when you created the account. They can't. The reason being is because they already deposited with the treasury. They turned your security in. They finna tell you, hold on. It says these securities are issued to the trust funds both when cash from income tax is deposited and when interest is paid on the invested reserves. You're the original creditor and investor, beloved. When Social Security benefits are paid, trust fund securities are redeemed for the cash to pay the beneficiary. A security is just a piece of paper. So whenever you ask for your money, whenever you do your tax return, they take your tax return paper, convert it into them credits or that check or that form of money that you will accept as a negotiable legal tender. They're going to convert that into something that you can use. You understand? All your contracts are promissory notes. We need to learn the game of money. We need to learn financial literacy. You need to learn how to use your social security person and then redeem your credits for your benefit. Although these procedures do not affect the budget accounts of the rest of the government, they do affect the Treasury's cash operations. When the trust fund tax income is deposited with the Treasury, the amount of I can't see that. Hold on. The amount of cash that the Treasury must borrow from the public for its operations is reduced. During the period in which the trust fund holds the Treasury securities, The cash that the Treasury must borrow from the public to make interest payments is reduced as well. You're supposed to be receiving a statement every single month. It's called Social Security benefits. The only reason, beloved, you're not receiving them Social Security benefits is because at the age of 18, you did not claim hold to your Social Security person, and they regarded him or redeemed him as abandoned property. They assumed 7 years later, assumed and presumed you to be dead, lost at sea, according to the Sestakeva Act of 1666. You have to make your return back from the sea. You're drowning in debt, beloved. You're looking for streams of income. You don't understand currency. See? So here we go. It's just my objective. I'm protected under my trust. I have my own PMA. I can speak this truth to y'all, unadulterated, unfiltered. I'm not a lawyer. You never hired me for these things. We never had that agreement. My purpose, uh-oh, my purpose is to show you how to use what is called natural law. All acts of the legislature apparently contrary to natural rights and justice are, in our law, and must be in the nature of things considered as void. The laws of God, the laws of nature are the laws of God. That's why we got a Bible. You understand? That's exactly why we got a Bible. You either gonna give Caesar what's due Caesar, and you're gonna keep going out here stressing, striving, and worrying about, do you receive income or do you receive wages, beloved? Oh, y'all, please, somebody in the comments tell me, what do you receive, income or do you receive wages? But before you answer that question, also put in the answer if you know the definitions of either one of those words. Okay, we got some of those that say income, some say wages. Y'all receive wages, beloved. You don't receive income. Love, what's the definition of income, beloved? My boy say percentages. I'm sorry, that's the sister, forgive me. Tay Tay. Wages, money paid for services redeemed or place thereof. Absolutely. Absolutely. You going there for just compensation. When you sue somebody in court, you sue them for just compensation. You go to work and receive wages, which is compensation. You don't receive income. And it's gonna piss you off when you realize that the wages that you are getting paid from is coming out of your social security account. You gave them your social security, your credit card in the first place. That raise you want, you're acting like the way you acting because you're asking for it. The way you acting with your social security card is like they are the executive trustees and you're saying, can y'all please give me some more money out of my social security account? Please. I know I gave y'all my social security number, but please. Even my job is on it. Yeah, absolutely. HR department, you need to write them. If you got child support, you can handle all of that, shop. You can handle all of that. Y'all need to talk to me. Holla at me. Come fuck with me. I told you. Click that link. Go sign up for that class that's coming up on the 25th, beloved. Let me show y'all some more. I like talking this. I like doing this. Let me show you. Hold on, beloved. No. See, oh no, oh no. That ain't gonna do it. Hold on. Mm-mm. Hold on. I just want y'all to see clearly, beloved. That's it. That's truly my purpose. Collateral means the property subject to a security interest or agricultural lien. The term includes proceeds to which the security interest attaches. Accounts are collateral. I need to know the reversal process since money wasn't claimed by 18th. You actually just need to file by paper. Electronically, you won't be able to claim. They won't allow you to go back in their system electronically. So you're going to have to file your joints paper. That's your account. And they just telling you we don't want to go back that far. Well, I don't care what you want to do. This is what you're going to do. Because if the books are unbalanced, you can't force a renege in the game of spades, huh? When you gave your social security account, you created what's called chattel paper. And then you gave a payment of intangibles via that promissory note that was sold at that bank. They tell you the story right there. You just got to know how to read. You gave your social security account on a piece of chattel paper, which became a payment intangible and a promissory note that was sold in order for you to receive the credit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean it, y'all. As I say, it's 45 of y'all here. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Oh, y'all shut a lie. I need to take a class to learn how to use Form 50, FS Form 1522. I got to look into that form, beloved. I probably know what it is. I probably don't. But hold on. Let me show you some more. Let me show you some more. Because it's your consumer goods. Okay? You're the consumer. You heard? You're doing all these consumer transactions, beloved. Thank you for your knowledge, but also spread love. Absolutely, beloved. We're gonna, hey, I guarantee you, if I help y'all get some money, y'all gonna put some money in me. Y'all gonna do nation business. Y'all gonna donate to me and my tribe, my society. This is my duty. This is my obligation. This is why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? To bring us back to the truth, to bring us back to the present. You know, the present, the gift, present. How can people file to get increase on Social Security payouts? You have a Social Security credit card. It's the simplicity of it all, beloved, is learning how to use the account, not just signing it on a document. You gotta learn. You gotta learn how to sign for accommodation. You gotta learn how to sign as authorized agent. You gotta learn how to separate yourself from the Social Security. You feel me? Consumer good transaction means consumer good transaction in which an individual incurs an obligation. That's what you do when you go get the car. A security interest in consumer goods secures the obligation. Security interest is the collateral. We just said that. A lot to learn. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but imagine all that time you spent at the club. Imagine all that time you spent at the game. Imagine all that time you spent bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a lot to learn. It's just a lot you got to catch up back up to. You know? And it's a fun world, y'all. It's the game of Monopoly. Welcome. You know? Straight up. Straight up. Your dollars are the same colors as the Monopoly money, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just posted it today. According to Rule Fam, you don't you don't you don't end the game because the you know, hold on. You don't end the game because folk ain't got no more money. No, man. Hey, this a fire ass picture, ain't it? I took that. Ooh. I'll be there real quick. But yeah, man, you don't end the game cause folk ain't got no more money. You just follow the rule of living. Damn. Hold on, I think I can. Hold on. I'm trying to learn this TikTok jump. Finna start doing this from. Finna start doing it from. Oh, I want to show y'all this too. Yeah, yeah. Let's get into it. I want to show y'all this. Hold on, watch this. Uh, y'all still there? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can see me? All right. So this what the fix that motherfucker, man. Yo, it's huge as fuck. I know it. My bad. So here we go. In the game of Monopoly, they say, what if the bank runs out of money? Some players think that the bank is bankrupt if it runs out of money. It's called the Federal Reserve. Okay, but you gotta learn how to reserve. You gotta learn how to recycle. You gotta learn how to circulate. You gotta learn that game, G. It said the bank never goes bankrupt. To continue playing, use slips of paper to keep track of each player's banking instructions. I mean transactions until the bank has enough paper money to operate again. It's a circle. It's a circle. You go in a circle around the board. So when y'all run out of money, as you're going around the board, you just hand the money back to the bank. Y'all write out the notes, and then when it's time for you to go get some money from the bank, don't you start out with credit? In the game of Monopoly, don't it start you out with credit? $200 credit. Damn, gang. They slapping the shit out of our ass. And look, they putting it right here to you in plain language. And I fucked it up right here. I shouldn't have put that right there. But we're just gonna ask the question. Yo, what about 1284? I read that one already. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna come to it again. Say 200 again. 200. So you tripping. All right. What is a medallion signature? We'll get into the medallion signature in just a second. It's actually a signature value guarantee. It's guaranteeing the signature is worth what it actually is. Okay. Now, naturally, all y'all done seen something like this before. Okay. You done went in and tried to buy a house and it said this right here. Now, what is for sale, you guys? If you didn't see what I stated already, I was talking to somebody. If you didn't see what I said, what you would think is for sale is the crib. That's what they advertising. But what did they say is for sale? All y'all see that, right? All y'all see that, right? What is for sale, beloved? Is the house for sale or is the contract for sale? So let's get some more proof. I went and tried to apply for a loan a couple years back before I understood all of this shit, right? Watch this gangster shit. Hold on, I gotta pause my screen again. You know what I'm saying? I had the one to try to give me a little whippy whip, you feel me? And then what they had done told me. Okay. Now y'all can't see this. Okay, let me see. Hold on, can I blow it up? Hell no, I got bigger. All right, hold on. Yo, I've been telling y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I've been telling you. Hold on, one phone with. All right. So let me read this to y'all. Look what they told me. And it's the highlighted part. These motherfuckers be talking right into your face, blood. All right, check it out. Uh, it states. I don't got all these pictures in this phone that I got in that phone. All right. It states, Dear my name, thank you for submitting your recent application to us for vehicle financing. After carefully reviewing the application, we are sorry to advise you that we cannot extend vehicle financing to you at this time. We do not make direct loans to finance vehicle purchases. Highlighted part. Instead, we sell cars on credit only if a third party like a bank or finance company will agree to buy the contract from us. Ain't that a bit? So, what they told me, let's remember you got to read in between the lines, okay? What they told me was, hey, look, that contract you gave us, we accepted it from you, but because we couldn't find nobody to buy it from us, we want to give it back. We don't want to give you anything in exchange of value for what you gave us. That's not my problem. That's not my problem because you can't give it to a bank. You're supposed to take it to a Federal Reserve. I gave you my social security number on it. If you understood, if you understood the law, it ain't even understood the law. If you weren't trying to be so greedy and break the law, this right. Oh no, that's the withdrawal. My bad. Oh, another. Oh, another. They shut my live on last night. Somebody was inactivity. Mine, I was on here with y'all. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. Is this 411? Yeah. Okay. Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of the Board of the Governors of the Federal Reserve System for the purposes of making advances to the Federal Reserve banks through the Federal Reserve agents, as herein set forth, and for no other purposes, are authorized. The said notes shall be obligations of the United States and shall be received by all national and member banks and Federal Reserve banks, and for all taxes, customs, and other public dues. They shall be redeemed in lawful money. A Federal Reserve note. You got to make it make sense for me real quick. I know you trying to make it make sense. You take a dollar bill to the Federal Reserve. I mean, am I wrong? Ain't that where the dollar bill stayed on it, man? Just help me out real quick. Like, it say it right here. Federal Reserve note. This note is a legal tender. This promise. This is a promise. All me and somebody on this call got to do is say, I promise to pay you $100,000 in the tax year of 2023. Put your social security number on it and sign it. Give it to me. I'll be able to take that contract down to the Federal Reserve and have that redeemed. Let me show you. Because it's an obligation of the United States. Let's prove it. The term obligation or other security of the United States includes all bonds. A bond is a debt, beloved. Go look up the definition. It's a debt. I'm going to see. Hey, it's the winning guy. Hello. What's going on? What? Y'all get both a lot. Y'all get both a lot. Got to. I don't know them people, man. We gotta know how to use that notes. I'm sorry, got to. I don't know them people, man. We gotta know how to use that notes. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Sorry. So we gotta learn how to use that notes. Okay. So all bonds, certificates of I didn't know. Sorry. So we gotta learn how to use that notes. Okay. So all bonds, certificates of indebtedness, national bank currency, Federal Reserve notes, dollar bills. Just chill. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna chill out on that. Let niggas in the house type shit. I don't be knowing them people. They don't dust their feet off or they come up in them motherfucker. Anyway though, okay. United States notes, Treasury notes, gold certificates, silver certificates, fractional notes, certificates of deposit. So if you have a $20,000 certificate of deposit at the bank, you can use that CD and take it to the Federal Reserve, take it to the United States Treasury, and get your $20,000 back on top of the $20,000 still sitting in the bank. Your receipt is just proof of stored goods. You understand? Hey, I'm putting all this on YouTube too. I got somebody live the other day, man. As soon as I get on the line, they will say, who said I'm cross-eyed? I ain't did nothing cross-eyed. Look cross-eyed than a motherfucker. So, anyways, though, certificates of deposit. All y'all receive bills, right? All y'all receive bills, right? All y'all receive bills in just enough time to pay them bills, to send them in the mail, get them to the Federal Reserve, and pay them to your Social Security account so they can go ahead and direct that credit over to that bank account. Booyah. But this is where you don't know how to use these folks' systems. And it's okay. What the problem is? We have detected inactivity during your current live. Woo! Complete the verification to continue your current live. So my live is about to end in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. That's cool. That's cool. And then the code won't pop up. The I don't understand this. We detected inactivity during your current live. Complete the verification to continue your current live. Horseshit. Oh. Hold on. We might be able to crank that back up. I'm sorry, TikTok. Y'all my people know. You remember we started in the gym. You know, I was there when y'all was developing Snapchat. You know, I supported y'all. Let me get my live back. The little picture won't pop up. They want me to solve a puzzle. Okay, here we go. Ah! I don't understand this joint. If they give me this puzzle within the 3 minutes, I'll be able to talk to y'all. I know y'all can see and hear me. I can barely see and hear myself. Hold on, just a second. And the light I was looking for last night, motherfucker was in my pocket the whole time. Man, come on, guys. Our deliverance belong to him. But that blood, he took us back with all these wrong things. Sometimes I look at my hands and be like, oh, but maybe we corrupt the image. Streets at the Savior. We plot to kill him. I gotta do that. What's saying? Y'all can see me again? Nah, what they stank ass. Alright? So we bite. I forgot what I was gonna show y'all last. They right here distracting me. That's how you break the code. That's how you bust the game down right there. Learn how to sign. Take a screenshot of that, whatever the case is. This is how you need to start signing. You need to understand. You are not your social security person. Now, do we send it to the coupons, to the corporation, and the Federal Reserve? Okay, I'm gonna give you another code. I'm gonna give you another one. Before you can start sending your bills back, using the bills to pay your bills, you need to create what's called the billing error, USC 151666B. All right, and they tell you how to create a billing error. All you got to do is question the validity of the account. All you got to do is ask them for a statement of account. All you got to do is say, I think there is an error. All you have to do is call and say there is something wrong. Say, move over, please. Get out of the way, nigga. Our Father in heaven, so holy is your name. Yeah, that's how you sign your name, beloved. Now, before you go out there contracting, y'all gonna have to back out to get that screen. Y'all gonna have to. I don't got to, right? Nonetheless, gang. I don't know how to. I mean, shit, man. Look, gang. All you need to do is go look up what's a blank endorsement, a special endorsement, a qualified endorsement, and a restrictive endorsement. Them the four different types right there. You understand? You go figure out the definition. Don't go do some shit because I say this what the fuck you supposed to do. That's stupid. You stupid. It's easy to drink. I like that. But nah, seriously, don't just do something. I'm not giving y'all no legal advice. I'm not giving y'all no financial advice. I don't know y'all. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I just met y'all on the internet type shit. I'm cool as a motherfucker, but goddamn, G. Due diligence. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved. Proverbs 27 and 2. It is the glory of God to conceal the matter, but it's the honor of kings to search that motherfucker out. You understand? I'm fucking with y'all, man. Hey, y'all come to that class, man. You hear me? Come to that class. Click on my profile after we get done or whatever this however this goes. And goddamn click that job form, beloved. I'm gonna talk to you about all of this. I gotta do better. So we good? This is an old jailhouse con game. Alright. Hey, I don't write the law. Okay? Everything I've shown y'all and told y'all is public information. Now, you have agents. You have y'all ever seen the Matrix? And in the Matrix, Morpheus was walking Neo through a crowd of people, and he told him, you got to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, after you done looking at that girl in the red dress, the distraction, gonna be a 45 right in the front of your face. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to this game, beloved. You got agents that's gonna distract you with fear mongering. You're gonna go to jail. Da, 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 da. I ain't in jail. My chief ain't in jail. My elders in jail. None of the people that I'm studying this shit and doing this shit with ain't in jail. Man, nigga, see, well, I filed an $88 million tax return on the government, boy. I ain't in jail. Here you talking about I got an IRS appointment with them on the December 2nd. Here you talking about whores. Here you talking about, man. And I put that on David. You feel me? They make you feel afraid, but we shouldn't feel. Feel what? Feel who? Feel why? Feel well. Father ain't give me that spirit. People ask me, who told you could do this? God did. God did. I don't live on man's fear. I don't live on none of that. You understand? Shalom, shalom, beloved. I appreciate all the subscription. Y'all can subscribe to your boy. I'm learning how to work this joint. But yeah, y'all can subscribe to your boy so y'all can catch all these here lives when I go live. You feel me? I be trying to get y'all. Do you know the definition for legal? I understand I comprehend the definition of lawful and legal, beloved. But I don't have the definition. Yeah. Ooh, hold on, I can do that. All right, how about this? The Spirit of God knows no fear, absolute, beloved. And don't let nobody instill that, install that, none of that. And then you cause a lie. God, yo, man. Hold on, man. I'm from Jerusalem. Man, look, I thought I had it figured out, gang. I can't help it. Somebody go put the definition in the chat or something. But I live off of, I'm not live off of, I survive off of the dictionary wise, Bubia 1856, Black Law 1 through 4 edition, and etymology online. Try to go for a dictionary before the 1600s. Go further than the 1400s if you can get further than that. A couple of things. Legal is pertaining to the law. Lawful is actually the right of the law of. Legal would be the interpretation of law. Legal is the other side, the colorable side to law. I can't get y'all this like what's the name, man? It won't pop up, right? Lawful means rightful, right, supporting of the law. It's allowed by the law. If you get into colorable labels, if you actually start studying the Sesticate by Act of 1666, Sesticate by Act is Latin for his benefit. If you understand why you're a beneficiary to the trust, if you understand that the United States is a corporation floating on public waters as a private non-profit vessel. Hold on, let me see if I can do that. Hold me down. I fuck with y'all. Y'all still there, my nigga. All right. Just chill. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. Because I'm trying to get the screenshots right. All right. So, location of the debtor. Place of business. In this section, place of business means the place where the debtor conducts its affairs. I just want to show y'all what we're reading from. This is Uniform Commercial Code 9-307. Okay. The next page down. Somebody tell me. All y'all put it in the chat. Where is the United States located? So if the United States is located in the district, which is not even a state, if the United States is located in the District of Columbia, which is a trust owned by the Colombians, the Columbia right, if the United States is located there, are you a citizen, beloved? Absolutely, code breaker. We are all aliens. We are the true descendants of the land. I know you fucking lying, and they're trying to have us over here to, and they're trying to have us over to the UN. Give us over to the UN. The UN been had it. The UN is what owns the actual. Here we go. What number 15 say? The United States means what? What it say, beloved? The United States means what? So if you not only calling yourself a citizen, you the feds, so. As much as you hate 12, as much as you don't like the police, and fuck this, fuck this, what, all that group ass shit, boy, your ass is the feds. Your ass the feds, and I'm gonna show you why you the feds. I'm gonna show you why they own you. Can somebody tell me in the chat, anybody, the World Health Organization, and I'm glad you fixed me tonight. Yeah, yeah, no sweat, no sweat. Let me ask you, oh yeah, what makes you a citizen of the United States? Can anybody tell me? And please, y'all, share the live, beloved. What makes you a citizen of the United States? Put it in the chat. Beloved say birth certificate. No, ma'am. Because we claim no nationality? No, ma'am. No, sir. By believing you are. There we go. Social Security card makes us property. Absolutely not. Social Security card makes your vessel property, and I'm going to prove that to you. A vessel is a transmitting utility, right? A vessel is a boat. Citizenship. Here we are. The term vessel of the United States is used in this title means a vessel belonging in whole or in part who to the corporation, the federal business, or any citizen. Why? Because you got a citizenship. You. Come on, man. It's my duty to help you see the truth. I just showed y'all three things. 18-9, Title 18, United States Code, subsection 9. I showed you Title 28, subsection 3002. And I also told you citizen, absolutely. Citizen, citizen, citizen. You're sitting in negative energy as a citizen. You heard? I would even go further, beloved, and I would say that we are autonomous. You understand? I am autonomous in the Republic, for the Republic. They told us in school not to operate, or excuse me, start sentences with prepositional phrases. The reason? The reason they told us that is because they never wanted you to make anything a fact. We did this last night with proper syntax grammar. If I say I killed a mouse in my pajamas, I left ambiguity. For those of you that were here last night, what's the ambiguity? Ambiguity is I'm leaving room for you to wiggle out if I did it one way or the other way. I killed a mouse in my pajamas could be interpreted one of two ways. I was in my pajamas when I killed the mouse, or the mouse was in my pajamas when I. You did? Okay, hold on. Let me see how I can do this. So this phone about to die. I can't switch into the live or nothing like that. My phone finna die, y'all. Hey, if y'all want me to come back, I'll come back though. You hear me? I got the little lightning charge and whatnot, so just give me like 30 minutes. But if y'all want me to come back, I'll come back. Just drop it in the chat. I ain't got shit going on. I feel like talking anyway. I'm trying to get y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all secured. See? But you understand, you not no damn vessel of the United States. You're not the citizen. You understand that right there? All of you will. I'm serious. I need y'all to click on my page and follow me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to talk to myself. Click on my page and you'll be able to click my job form. You know what I'm saying? And we can ride out. The class is to show you how to take over this account, shout it. How to make sure that yeah, jump back on absolute. All right, so shit, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect now after the last little statement. But the intentions is to get y'all back into a correct status, a proper status with the IRS, Social Security Administration, and everything. You should get your name changed. That's one of the greatest jewels I can drop for you right now. Get your name changed. Gain control, ownership, guardianship over your name. You did. Looking into express trust. Express trust. All right, think about it. Trust is either expressed or it's implied. If you say you're looking into an express trust, committed classes, I created a trust already. I don't know what committed classes mean. Need the name change. Get your name changed, beloved. And express trust means that it's just written down. Trust is either expressed or implied. Implied meaning conduct, behavior. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't have, or a judge doesn't have the oath of, doesn't have the oath of office, you want to get your name changed, go into family law at the courthouse. Go down to family law at the courthouse, put the name change in the publication in the newspaper. The reason you want to get your name changed is because you want to honor your mother and your father, or you want to operate in your ecclesiastical authority, which means you've been baptized. Okay. Once you do the status correction, you need to update the DMV, Social Security, and vital statistics. Those are the three main entities. You hit up them three right there because that's what's obligating you that's what's obligating you to the citizenship. I'm saying you need to be identified over this vessel as the captain of the vessel, not a trustee, not a deckhand. That's why you paying all the bills for the Social Security account because you're stating that you believe that you're the debtor of it. Say that again about the DMV. You just simply need to go update your name. At the DMV, you're placing yourself inside of a corporate jurisdiction. All right, not a president. Break down that word, beloved. Break down that word. Pres ident. Res ident. What are you identifying as when you say you're the president? The root word of president is identity. Identifies. Did you give the DMV a letter to notify them? You should. You should. You have. Once you get your name changed, you should receive your exemplified copy back from the courthouse. That's going to be signed by the judge and the clerk of court. Use that instead of writing your own letters. Use that. That's your code breaker. Code breaker. It's better to do a name correction in a different state than I was born in. It doesn't matter where you do your name correction, beloved. But you need to update the state that you were birthed in, that the corporate entity was birthed in, because all it's doing is giving you guardianship. I teach all of this shit, beloved. You know, I ain't got no problem telling none of y'all what to do. When you ask me to help you with these paperwork and all that shit, if you don't know what to do, if you ask me how to do it, you got to pay me for that, beloved, because I got to spend time with you. I'm already doing this for free. You did, but I understand the value of my words. I understand the value of my content. I understand what I'm doing. So you change first and last name. You change actually the first, last, and middle name. A corporate entity has a middle name. Biblically, you ever seen somebody with a last name? So let me know some places to read. I would say you go read the publications of the IRS, 17, 518, 559, 660, I believe, from the ACN. Kind of toasted right now. I don't know what ACN. Ends legit, absolutely. You operate from your. I ask this because the state we are born in benefits from us remain in inter status. Everybody do. It's called full faith and credit. So that's why it doesn't matter where you get your name changed at, below. Just make sure you update the state that you were born in, that your name, your corporate entity was birthed in, of now your guardianship. When I called the IRS and I tried to discuss disability, I tried to discuss retiring, because all of y'all, come on, man. In order for you to receive disability, you have to have worked 10 years. All of us went to school for 12. That was your 12 years of slavery. That was your 12 years of bondage right there. When you came out of school, immediately you were supposed to take over your straw man. Your account was already funded. You put in your time, beloved. You went to jail the day your mama done put you in school. And I can guarantee you that because when I went to jail, they asked me what my job was. And they said, since you never had a job before, you can put down school. Because in school, don't you receive credits? Every one of y'all that got kids, your kids receive a transcript. That transcript has a value to it. You just don't understand negotiable instruments. Your child is actually supposed to be paying your rent. Your child is working to pay your rent if you got your child going to school, beloved. But instead of you claiming your credits, that value going to the school.
How does your child give a credit and you ain't got nothing in return? What do you get? Oh, your child get a fucking diploma that's worth it to you? You out here struggling like a motherfucker, and your child out here, man, nigga, but the school paid for. The reason it's not these people duty or responsibility to tell you is because you supposed to know. You're supposed to know that your citizen belongs to the United States. You're supposed to know that the United States is a federal corporation. You're supposed to know that the United States is located in the District of Columbia. You're supposed to know that the Federal Reserve System, I'm sorry, the Bureau of Public Debt is the 13th bank. You're supposed to understand that Christ was the 13th disciple. The 13th disciple is the one who died. The Bureau of Public Debt changed its name from the Bureau of Public Debt to the Bureau of Fiscal Services. Inside of the Bureau of Fiscal Services, where you will find the Department of the Treasury. It's also where you will find the Department of the Internal Revenue Service. This is where you will also find the Department of Revenue. You don't understand the system. You don't understand the phrase, in my father's house is many mansions, departments. It's a business, beloved. So look, I ain't gonna let my phone die on y'all in your face like that, right? But I'm gonna come by, all right? But charge my phone, give me about 25 minutes. I'm gonna come by. We're gonna talk about this some more. I have a nonprofit organization called Brothers, Leaders, and Kings. What do we do if we can't afford to file a fee? Fee waiver. It's called a fee waiver. Simple. You're insolvent. The entire fucking company is insolvent. It went bankrupt in 1933. That's why it took your gold. That's why everybody operating off of credit right now, Mike. We ain't got no gold or silver. You ain't got no gold stashed up money. You using that for a rainy day. All your gold is locked in with the treasury right now, Water. You know? But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all ride out real quick, man. I'm gonna be back though, you hear me? We gonna discuss some more things. I'm gonna give the screenshots right too. You know what I'm saying? With that I say shalom, shalom, beloved. Gold was equal opportunity. 1933 was the New Deal. All 10 planks of communism. Absolute. Read House Joint Resolution 192. House Joint Resolution 192. You can pull it right up on Google. They're gonna tell you all debts are prepaid. All debts are prepaid. Why? Because all of the debts are obligations of the United States. You're in a corporation. They taking care of you. The government is not against your ass. You against yourself because you keep making yourself a liability. You don't understand how to use your motherfucking boat. You don't know how to drive your vessel, man. I'm talking about like on some back in the day, goddamn what buddy name was Cedric the Entertainer on Kings of Comedy. You don't know how to whip that motherfucker, man. I'm glad I'm 24 and in the game. Hey, yeah, and this, hey, I love that. I love it. That is my entire purpose. I'm just a little child trying to get the rest of the family home. For my younger brothers and sisters, for y'all that's understanding this game, man, especially for the younger brothers, this is why I created my nonprofit. So when you come into your inheritance, you don't get arrogant. You don't get prideful with it because you finna start using dollars. You finna start using credit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of society is telling us we not shit because we broke. Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. For I know thy poverty, even though thou art rich. I know I'm gonna tell you what that means in layman terms. I know your mental condition. I know how poor you is in this estate up here. You don't understand. Even though you're rich, you got everything you could ever ask for. You understand? You got everything you could ever ask for. You just ain't asked for it. You ain't seeking it. You think manifestation is it falling in your lap. Mm-mm. Faith without works is dead. There's no sense in you manifesting all that shit and you ain't finna put no action towards it. You finna ask the universe to give you something and it's gonna give you the tools, motherfucker. The universe is gonna give you the tools to create exactly what it is you're trying to, I'm sorry, what you've decreed. I got you. I've been watching one long video on you today. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Shit, man, look, man. Hey, beloved, ask for it. Just continue to ask for it. And the universe will provide it for you. I'm saying Psalms 91 verse 11 says that we all have a guardian angel assigned to us. I don't talk to my ancestors. They have passed. My ancestors left actually their wisdom behind in the form of words and symbols. That's where they live at. That's where their wisdom, their energy transpires and continues on. And the knowledge that I have perceived here and here. You know what I'm saying? I prayed to be protected from poverty and stumbled upon here. All you did was find your inheritance. That's what you put out in the energy that will return. Absolutely. The Father says in the book of Isaiah that his word shall not return to him void. Why do you not feel the same way about yourself? If you grow your child up for the rest of their life, you're going to be a piece of shit. You a piece of shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. What you think that child going to grow up and believe? All right then. Find a different word than traumatizing your child with the word no. You know? Don't just tell your child no. Explain to your child why. You're going to make George very curious. You understand? All right, so as I said, I'm gonna come by. I want y'all to click on my page, please, if you wouldn't mind. I ain't trying to be aggressive with it. Follow me, mother. And I'll be back. I gotta charge my phone, careful. It just gave me another warning. It's below 10%. And I'm fucking with y'all. I love y'all. Y'all nice. We nice, you know. But I gotta go. I'll be back. Shalom, shalom. How do you end it? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna leave when I learn how to end this one. I'm gonna just close the app out.
That motherfucker pause. Hey, that bitch. Man, it didn't end. That ain't cool. Oh, that's probably. Nah, hell no. I'm gonna just end the live. And I think I know how to watch this. Pookie.